Hey guys, how are you? We are going to be starting a new chapter in math. This is chapter 18, and we are going to be learning about division and the 3 steps that are involved in long division. And you guys are going to have an opportunity to be able to solve more complex division problems in this chapter as we go forward. So as you know, every time we start a new chapter, we read a little story to kind of get the theme of the story. And the story also gives us an opportunity to try to learn a new biblical worldview truth about math. And so as I'm reading the story to you, try to look for some clues to try to figure out which biblical worldview truth we want to learn about math. So here is the picture that goes along with our story, and you guys can enjoy that while I read the story to you. This is called New Heights. Resting against a massive tree trunk, Haley and Cyrus stared up into the branches above them. They were on a special trip to Redwood National Forest in California today. Cyrus was doing a report on redwood trees, and so today's visit was part of his research. "This is incredible," Haley said. "I feel so small." "Me too," Cyrus agreed. "You know, somewhere in this forest is the tallest tree in the world, Hyperion, 379 feet tall. That's in my report. Also, did you know that redwood trees can grow to be 22 feet thick?" "Goodness," Haley replied. "Cutting one down would take forever." "Maybe that's why these trees have lasted so long, beside the fact that they're protected in a national park, of course," Cyrus giggled. "Actually, I read that they last so long because they produce an acid that repels disease and bugs, and because their bark is fire resistant." "No wonder they live so long," Haley remarked. Cyrus nodded, then scanned the trees around them. "Say, where's your furball?" "His name is Horatio," Haley jokingly scolded her brother. "I don't know where he went. Maybe he's trying to climb to the top of this tree." Cyrus stood and sauntered over to read a sign by the tree. "Well, if he gets to the top, he'll have climbed pretty high. This says the tree is 368 feet tall." He gazed at the forest towering above him. "I wish I could bring my whole class here so they could see the size of these redwoods," he said, and then looked at Haley. "Could you help me work on my report? I need to help my class realize how tall redwoods are." Haley thought for a moment. "Perhaps math could help." "Yeah, math could be a good tool," Cyrus replied. He stared upwards, looking for inspiration. "But how exactly?" "What if your classmates could compare the height of this tree to something they could see?" "Like you," his sister suggested. "How tall are you?" Cyrus stood up straight. "I'm 4 feet tall exactly," he said proudly. "So how do I compare my height to this tree's height?" Haley patiently explained. "We know this redwood tree is about 368 feet tall, and we know your height is 4 feet. If we divide the height of this tree by your height, we can see how many Cyrus's tall it is." Cyrus grinned. "Good idea." He stood stock still as he worked through the math in his head. As her brother was thinking, Haley noticed something far above her on the trunk of the tree she was leaning against. Then she squinted at it and gasped, "Hey, there's Horatio!" The little squirrel came zipping down the trunk, chattering excitedly about something. Cyrus caught Horatio as the squirrel jumped into his arms. What is it, furball? Did you get to the top? Horatio seemed to nod, his little head still chattering. Cyrus looked up at the tree with wonder. Good job, Horatio. Haley stroked the squirrel's tail, then looked sideways at Cyrus. Did you realize we used another biblical worldview truth about math today? Cyrus stared at her in amazement. Seriously? Okay. I know math shows the world is designed. Math helps people help people. Math helps us do work. And math has limits. Which one is it? This story's biblical worldview truth is math is a tool to help people work. All throughout the story, we talked about how math was a tool, and we were able to use math to help people to do work. So math is a tool, and it's really neat when we're able to look at just regular everyday life through biblical eyes. So enjoy this chapter, and hopefully you'll find that you are very strong at doing division. And I will see you in our upcoming lessons. Bye, guys.